What are your thoughts on utilitarianism, and if you are one, why are you not on the field of science? In the field of science, Anonium resaid something about utilitarianism because I didn't know what it was. It was like very practical mindset. I don't really like to. I don't really like to label myself. You know, same when people say like, "Oh, are you religious, or are you utilitarianism, or are you a communist, or are you a socialist?" It is all those very vague terms that don't really give real information, and people have different definitions of stuff. You know, so if I say like, yeah, like for me, when like it's like they have a certain label. They say like, oh yeah, like you have a lot of, you know, you have a lot of attributes of this concept, so why are you not fully that concept? I'm just who I am. I try to do what I can do, and I don't try to to put myself in a box or something. And that's something I've experienced a lot. I know also a few other people that like even like people like Ian back in the days with the camera guy. He has a very big urge to label and frame things and go like, oh yeah, you have these type of people and you have these type of people, and but I think all that shit is just bullshit to make to give you a certain feeling of you know of control and security. It's more primitive to have that kind of mindset where you try and you know like put someone in a little corner and go like, oh yeah, this is how he is. So you know, like it's just a simplifying way of our brain to make sense of things. It's like our eyes. When we look at things, there's a lot of information of our environment that is simplified because it's too much to process. Same with the complexity of individuals and humans or animals or whatever. It's too complex to just process. So what do? We find like shortcuts to make it simpler, to get it like a feeling of, you know, comfort of like, oh, we know what's going on. And it's like you have all those label words, and I'm just who I am, and I try to do what I can do, and you know, it's that simple. There is no complexity in it, but there is also no simplicity in it, to say it like that. It's just what it is, you know. It is what it is. And there's a lot of people that really have an urge to do that. It's like, oh, Athene, are you an atheist? Because I am an atheist. But like an atheist is like, it's so much connected to ego and to ego dynamics and people wanting to get identity. Oh, are you a Miley Cyrus fan? Oh, are you a Matrix fan? Like you have all those little attributes that people like try to attribute to other people, and if they are in line with their own, it's like, it's a part where they can resonate, and if there's not in line, it's a part that they dissonate and there's more distance. But in the end of the day, when you just have a purpose, like a common goal, like a really strong purpose, that's all that matters, you know. All those small little things, whether I like big tits or small ass or big ass or, you know, nipples or whatever, or blonde hair or black hair, or, you know, it doesn't matter, you know. Everybody has their own tastes. It's about purpose, like, you know, it's so much more important. And I know some people might say like, hey man, you say actually every day quite, you say a lot of the stuff you say every day, you say it, and you say it in different words, but by it, like always when you talk, when you boil it down, it's always the same shit you're saying. Like, yeah, I'm saying the same shit because the same shit, like the thing is like on its core, it's very easy what I'm saying. People make things very complicated. People make things, you know, they make their lives very complicated, and they're not really aware of the mechanics that govern their subconscious. They're just primitive. They're very impulsive. But if you understand the mechanics, you can, you know, you can elevate yourself above it. You can become in control, and that allows you to set you really free, you know. More free than just watching ads and buying shit in an impulsive way. No, it sets you really free. It gives you, it puts you in the cockpit. I said it already a few days ago as well. I say it again. It puts you in the cockpit of your own plane. Because right now everybody's just on autopilot. And I keep repeating it because most of you guys, even if I repeat it 100 times, you guys are still on autopilot. You guys gotta wake the fuck up. There's a world out there that needs help. More help than you. Probably, since you have the ability to watch this internet, you have a computer, you have electricity, you have probably a roof above your head. You're better off than, what is it, 60% of the world population. So there's a world there that needs your help, you know. It will make you feel good, and I keep repeating it, but That's how it is. Then like I saw the thread of people saying like, what can we do to help out? And the thing is that most of the time, I know like the like there's good intentions behind it, but most of the time when people want to help, it's not like they want to help our cause. It's that they want to help themselves. You might say like that's the case for everyone, right? Everybody, when they want to help, in a sense, it's always for themselves. No, I'm talking like it's more in line with trying to help, to validate their own ego or their own framework or whatever. Sometimes like, yeah, like people would look and go like, oh, okay, so let's say Ricardo helps out. Where's the credit? Is he shown in the game in the credits? Is he, you know, like people want credit for what they do. I don't give a shit about credit. I do what's right. The only reason I would care about credit is because it would grow my relevance, so I can do even bigger changes. But aside from that, I don't care. Sometimes say children contact me, say like, hey, there's a big event, an award about charity, we want to put you in, are you interested coming over? It's pretty a big deal. I'm saying like, no, I don't give a shit about credit. You guys can give those awards to yourself. I don't mind. I don't care about fucking credit. Nobel Prize would be good for peace, because that would really be good for the gaming community, and I think that would change people's perception. Also, like, would give a lot of like very big props to actually, you know, to yeah, it would just give a lot of props to the cause we're fighting, and it would help. So if there's any professor, you can always, you know, send in, like, nominate me for a Nobel Prize of Peace, well, the gaming community and Athene, you know, that would be cool. But to be honest, like the credit, I don't care about that, you know, it's just, it's all in function of the bigger good. And you might say like, yeah, but that is too selfless. Thank you, Solig, to subscribe. You might say like, that's too selfless to say that. I don't believe you're so selfless. But the thing is, I mean, there is a very big paradoxical, emotional, impulsive, primitive feeling that people have that don't make sense. People don't care. Even if your name is remembered, people don't care. You care about Einstein or Gandhi? You don't give a shit. Do you actually know those people? You don't care. So even the legacy of the icon, to say it like that, it's not even in line with the person that actually was living. I mean, Gandhi also rubbed one once in a while. He was just a human, just like you, had probably his flaws as well. But people think, when they think about Gandhi, they think about peace. They think about the icon, you know, it's an image, it's an illusion. It's not the person. So if I am remembered in 100 or 200 years, Athene is remembered, nobody's going to remember me for who I was. Why would I give a shit? What is important is what is the actual change you contribute to the world. And if you can inspire others, that's great. But it's not like, I mean, the idea of, you know, leaving a legacy behind and being important and this and that, it's all, you know, it's all just mumbo jumbo to start off with. So why would I even care about that, you know? I just do what I believe is right, and I don't care about so much else. I think relevance is very important, because if it was not for relevance, I'd be talking to one person, myself, right now. But now I'm talking to more people than I am. So yeah, maybe I'm just rambling a little bit, but you guys get the vibe, you know.